Imagine, imagine if you will, God Himself came down to you right here, right now, and God said, I'll give you 3 wishes. They're not really wishes, but they're things to do, and I'll help you make them become real in a relatively short time. One is break a silence that has stifled generations. 2, teach someone how to die without fear. And 3, a 3-minute speech that could save the world if the world was collapsing quickly, and say the world only had like a couple of years before it was like a total economic collapse worldwide, and it would be something worse than a civil war, because it would be a worldwide civil war, multiple wars upon wars. Okay, if God presented you with those 3 things and you chose one, and God said, you choose one, you got to commit to it. If you choose one of those, you got to commit to it and do it every day, at least a little bit. Something, even if it's just 2 minutes or 3 minutes a day. You got to do it every day until the day you die, whether you accomplish it or not. And then God said, okay, now that you heard these 3 things, if you walk away and you do not choose one of these 3 things, it's going to leave a scar on your heart for the rest of your life, all of your days. So you basically got 4 choices there. So, what are you to choose? So let's assume we all collectively choose the easiest one. 3 minutes to change the world. A 3-minute speech to change the world. Here we go. 3 minutes. Basically firing from the hip. Kind of got an idea what I want to talk about. Before I hit this 3-minute timer, there's this thing that I see over and over and over, and it's like it keeps coming more and more and more into view as I watch the overachievers, the millionaires, the super rich on YouTube, and all of their podcasts and what they talk about and their discipline and stuff like that. And it seems like there's a driving factor there. There's a couple of driving factors there. One, it seems like it can be driven by trauma. And what I mean by that is a type of survival role that they took on as a child, and they never addressed it. And that's been multiplying in their subconscious. It's like they're deeply ingrained motives in their subconscious that they're not aware of, but it's driving them. And it's driving them and driving them. When it's really more of something to where they've stuffed their emotions so much when they were younger that they've actually gone numb to things. Not strong, but numb to them. And it gives this illusion that they're just like on top of the world, above all of it, and, everyone needs to get like them, and they got a lot of followers. So, having said that, this thing, it's like, where is that line? It's like, how do we know the difference between if they're being driven by wholesome, right, and proper reasons of why they are doing what they're doing? I mean, the thing is, it's like, do we want to be driven by something numb that can't be filled? Because like right now, we got so much artificial intelligence, and there's so many people that are like, I don't want to learn from a machine that's heartless. It's numb. But yeah, we got so many people on YouTube, they are numb, damn near heartless. super achievers that we just follow left and right like bam, 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 bam. We don't even question it. So anyways, let's make a let's make an attempt to kind of form a little picture to hopefully draw a line to where we can have a simple standard to go by, or at least a little bit of rough sketch criteria that we can form our own standard so we'll know what we're looking at, so we can see what's truly that super overachiever drive, if it's being driven by trauma or if it's being driven by purpose, reason, and even maybe some type of spirituality, almost like a nobility of the spirit of the universe to make things better. All right, see what we can do. 3 minutes. Do some jumping jacks real quick, get the blood pumping. Come on, Red Bull, kick in. 3 minutes. Here we go. All right, the dangers of stepping and suppression. Stepping emotions adds weight to the heart until it can no longer lift it towards joy. Suppressing emotions is sometimes necessary in the moment when safety, timing, social context requires composure, kind of like it with work, or if you're dealing with, if you're a public official or something like that. So you got to suppress your emotions and not get caught up in people's drama, but you still got to express it and release it later on within a few minutes, or at least an hour or so after it happens. You can't just leave it in there. Okay, this is a healthy temporary suppression. This kind delays expression but does not deny it. See, that's the thing right there. It's a continuous act of saying, it's a conscious act of saying, I'll hold this now so I can release it later. Not forget about it. Release it later. Not forget about it. Not stuff it. Not suppress it. Not ignore it and then forget about it. Okay. But when suppression becomes habitual, and when it becomes habitual, it is so easy to just think we can just forget about it and just leave it as is. And you know, we stuff those things don't affect us. It's like we become emotionless, and it's like we become hollow to it, almost like a hollowness, and it looks like super composure, or like nothing never bothers us or nothing. And that's when we're getting into some bad danger right there. So when suppression becomes habitual, it mutates into an unhealthy emotional stuffing, unhealthy suppression. And what it does, it converts pain into numbness, converts love into anxiety, converts fear into aggression. We see that a lot. Converts sadness into apathy, aka typical depression like we got throughout the United States. All right. Over time, this calcifies into emotional paralysis, a numbness that masquerades as strength. Numbness is the final stage of unprocessed emotion, a silent despair where nothing feels urgent, meaningful, or alive. Do you know anybody like that? Are you like that and don't know it? A lot of it going on. All right, let's take a look at some more of this. Disconnection from meaning when emotions are dismissed. Like I know somebody on YouTube, they're like super achievers and they're really good. They're like up into 300 millions, whatever, about $500 million, whatever. But they got this philosophy like F your emotions, you know. And it's like, yeah, I know about discipline, and discipline is a must. And none of us should never take discipline lightly and sweep it off. No, stick to your guns, even if it's just a little bit. Damn it! There you go, 3 minutes. God damn it. I was just getting ready to paint a picture. All right. Okay, there you go. That's 3 minutes to save the world. Son of a bitch. Need to fine tune that one up a little bit. All right. There you go. 3 minutes to save the world. Have a good one. See you in the Funny Papers.